Hello. Good
Hi,
evening.
Anojan. Hello.
How are you doing?
Good, good. How are you?
We're very good. We're just about surviving in the UK here.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
COVID-19.
crazy.
How's uh, how's life over there with this virus?
Not so intense. There is no lockdown per se, but there is social distancing, and they've asked us to stay indoors as much as possible. The government is doing everything in their capacity to try and control it, and I think they're doing an extremely good job. So yeah, I mean, it's nice to see lesser people outside and everyone relaxing and taking it a little slow, working from home and spending time at home. So that's always a good thing, I see.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think it's a good opportunity for musicians and people to spend with their family and musicians to spend time with
Yeah,
their instruments.
definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's get going. So,
Yep.
would you like to tell our followers about yourself?
All right. Okay. So
Go
my
ahead.
name is Suma Balakrishna. I've been living in Singapore for the past 7.5 to 8 years now. I was born in Chennai. I was brought up in Coimbatore. I did my undergrad in Coimbatore. Then I did a course in Australia. I got married and I moved here. So, yeah, that's been my life. I studied biotechnology and I did fermentation technology. And yeah, that's my interest. Like, I am a travel blogger, I'm an artist. And off late, I've taken singing as a serious commitment. It was a passion before. And now I'm a full time musician. So, yeah,
Full-time musician.
yes.
That's a new one. I didn't know that. You're full-time. So how?
I try as much as possible. Being a foreigner in a country where you're not a local, it is a little challenging to get gigs. And, the preferences are more for the local people because that's rightfully so. Each country has to, stand up for their people first. But in spite of that, they're being very benevolent and giving chances to foreigners if there is talent. So it has been good for the past few years. We have had good gigs. I'm a part of a band. So my band, we are called the Raga Rhapsody. So we are either a 5 piece, 6 piece, or 7 piece band, depending on the setup and the number of people. And yeah, so we do a lot of gigs in Singapore. We do a lot of CC shows. We've performed at the Esplanade, which is the National Theatre of Singapore. We were actually formed by the Esplanade. So we had auditioned, all of us. We didn't know each other. Then we were put together in 2018 and we've been together ever since, a bunch of very talented people, and we performed together here in Singapore. Yeah.
Wow, that's very interesting. I've never met a Tamil full-time musician before. Like,
Oh, really? Okay.
it must be hard. Even, I mean, nowadays, even if you have a normal job, people struggle as it is. And to be a musician, it must be really hard. It must be hard to sort of
It
get
is.
contacts.
Yes, it does come with its set of challenges. But yeah, the fulfillment or the happiness you feel at the end of the day is what keeps everyone going, I suppose. So yeah.
Great, wow, that's so interesting. So tell us about your background in music. Did you study Carnatic or Western? What's your foundation?
Okay, so I come from a musical family. My uncle, my aunt, my mother, my father, everyone is very musical. So much so that during the lockdown, we are doing Antakshari all day, every day. So yeah. Music has been in my family since the time of my birth. Like to put me to sleep, they used to sing. So that's what they tell me at least. I started learning Carnatic when I was very young. Then, like every other Indian family, they said no more music, concentrate on studies, and that took a back seat. Then once I got into college, I resumed my passion. I sang on the radio, I sang on TV shows, the famous TV shows of Vijay TV, Super Singer, Hariharan Udanan, all those things. Again, pursuing it was challenging because they didn't let me travel. So if something came to Coimbatore, then I can participate. Otherwise, no going anywhere else. So that was challenging. I wish, I think things have changed now with parents being more supportive. Of course, there was my college band, And yeah, things did take a backseat when it came to music. I did study music, but I had a chance to pursue it once I came back here. I studied Hindustani in Singapore, and then I wanted to relearn Carnatic. So that's when I joined Bhaskar Arts Academy here in Singapore. So I mean, it's always nice to have a certification because you're putting in your effort and your time. And at the end of the day, when you get certified, apart from the value of the certificate, it is also a sense of satisfaction that, okay, I think I've reached this point, I can do more. There's always scope for that's sort of like an encouragement, I see. So I thought, let me do a certified course. And that's when I just finished my senior two. Challenging. It came with
Congrats
theory,
on that.
practical. Thank you, thank you. I mean, it is. People see it. I mean, a few of my friends ask me, like, there are kids who do that nowadays, and you're doing it now. But I think there's no age to music. Even if I'm going to be 50 years old, and if I have a chance to learn something new, every day is a new day, and there's always scope for anyone to learn. And music is there's so much to learn, right? So it's never too late to do any course or certified course, even. So I did pursue that. Now I'm still learning Carnatic because the basics are very important when it comes to any form of music. I do sing English. I do sing Hindi. I am trying to learn. I know 7 to 8 languages, so I'm trying to learn songs in different languages. So it's always nice to learn something new. Yeah.
Oh, wow, it's so impressive. We don't
Thank you.
show that on your Instagram account at all, but now that we're talking to you, it's all opening up. We're getting to know you more.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let's start. Let's start with the songs. Could you sing your most favorite song for us? Be any language.
The most favorite. Okay. I remember you telling me Carnatic songs. So let me start with Carnatic, with the whole world going crazy with Corona. So, okay, let me tell you a little
You go
introduction. So,
crazy
my
with
band,
Carnatic instead.
yes. Yeah. My band, we're called the Raga Rhapsody. We like to mix and match songs. We try doing raga based medleys and stuff like that. So I spent some time trying to conceptualize also. So this song, my teacher and I, we sat and we have a show. We had a show coming up. It was cancelled, but hopefully it is back again once the COVID situation resolves. So this song is a beautiful song. Two songs mixed together with a slokam in between. For the betterment, it's a Mrityunjaya slokam, hoping everyone is safe and healthy and, everyone is blessed with good health during this time. So I'm going to try and sing that, yeah?
Good luck.
Parameshwara, 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 Gangadhara Kirte, Parameshwara, Trayambakam Yajamahe, Sugandhim Pushtivartanam, Urvarukamiva Bantanat, Mrityormukshiyamamrita. Parameshwara, Gangadhara Kirte, Patita Pavana Shri Pashupate, Patita Pavana Shri Pashupate, Gangadhara Shankara Karunakara, Mamava Bhavasagara Dharka. Oh, Shambho, Shiva Shambho, Swayambho. Shambho, Shiva Shambho, Swayambho. Right. Hope you enjoyed that. Those were two songs based on Revati, two very famous songs that we put together and conceptualized that. So, yeah.
That was just amazing. I think
Thank you.
I was starting to get goosebumps.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks. The credit goes to my teacher who has taken so much effort to. She is amazing when it comes to mixing songs as well. So I was just lucky to find someone in the same wavelength. Her name is Arasu Kumari. So when I started learning, I told her, I have this band, we do this. And then she said, okay, we can try that in Carnatic also. So we did a few shows, and she's always open to taking ideas. And, it's been a very enriching experience. So, yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. You have, it sounds like you have.
Yeah.
Right. So tell us, do you play any musical instruments?
No, sadly, that's been one of my biggest regrets. I try to compensate by playing the kazoo or the tambourine, but I know it doesn't count. I would love to learn a musical instrument. I've been fascinated by the guitar, like any person who, because you can just carry it around, doesn't need electricity, you can just start strumming wherever. So I've been very fascinated. Hopefully, sometime soon I will get to learn the guitar, but yeah, for now it's only vocals. Yeah.
As you said, it's never too late to learn anything. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Very true. Yeah.
So my next question is, in what do you where do you see yourself in the future in the field?
Um, I don't know about the future. I don't tend to think too much ahead. Um, if there is a chance to make a difference in the arts community, I would love to do that. For now, Instagram is helping me, make music, share it with my friends and family, and I'm happy with that. If there is, I'm not going to stop trying. I'm never going to stop trying. If there is a scope for me to make more music, make it more popular, let more people get a chance to listen to it, I would do that. But for now, I'm very satisfied with what is happening. Definitely, when it comes to future, I don't know, but I need to put in a lot more effort, like for improving myself. As you said, new instrument and pursuing some other art form that is, close to, that is relatable. So I don't know much for the future, but I'm very satisfied. I'm going to keep at it. And hopefully someday soon I compose a song with lyrics and music of my own. That's the dream, yeah, like everyone else, yeah.
Superb. You said you've performed many times on the stage. Could you tell us about your experience? You might have performed with someone very famous, or you might have helped out someone else. Could you tell us about that experience?
All right, sure. So live music is very different from recording. So I have recorded a few songs, and it's very different from live because you have second chances with recordings. You make a mistake, it's okay, you can just edit and sing again. But with live, you make a mistake, it's there for everyone to see and judge you. If you do a good job, they will appreciate. But if you go around and the person in front of you knows music, then we're like, what's that? So to hit the note every single time is a lot of pressure. But when you find the audience enjoying and vibing with you, that's a totally new experience. So live music is any day more rewarding. The rewards are right in front of you. You can see it and enjoy it in the face of the audience. A few things that I would like to, if I mean, I know this page has a lot of talents. So if there are people who want a few tips on how to, do good at live music, whatever I know, I would like to share. So
Go
a
ahead,
few
please.
pointers would be, yeah, few pointers would be have a good eye contact with your band, not like stare at them, like not like that, but just good eye contact in case something goes wrong. Just that kind of chemistry. It gets built over time, I know, but investing in a lot of practice sessions with your band, or if you're a solo performer, or just with a karaoke track, also knowing what you can do better, where improvisations, all that comes only with practice. And when I mean practice, if you have a concert the next day or a live program the next day, don't overdo the previous evening and ruin your voice. Practice sessions, take a chill, warm up, cool down, whatever. But don't strain your voice during your rehearsals or your practice sessions. Give it your all on stage the next day. Save up your energy, rest your voice, always sleep well, and then do your best on stage. Don't strain during rehearsals. Breathing exercises, like every musician advises, breathing exercises are very, very essential. For one more thing, for people, for girls like me, who I have a bass voice, if you have noticed. I don't have a shrill voice. It's not nasal, it's more bass. So for people like me, it gets a little tricky to jam on stage without knowing my comfortable scale. So if you're someone like me who has trouble reaching high points, because your voice has a range, everyone has their range, and not people, all the people who can sing shrill can hit the bass notes like, people with a bass voice like mine. So you have your strengths and your challenges. So to bypass them, make sure you decide on your comfortable scale and tempo with your band. So if your go-to scale is G sharp, stick to that. If the song requires C minor, make sure you practice on different scales, make sure it's comfortable, because you don't want the tension on stage. That has happened to me a few times when there are requests from the audience and you just have to sing and they just give you the chord. My first reaction would be, what is the highest point of the song? Oh my God, that would be my reaction sometimes. But you get better with practice. But for live performances, yeah, these are my go-to tips. And yeah, it's very rewarding, and it's a lot of fun when you have a band of your own. When you have that chemistry going, it's a lot of fun. Yeah.
Definitely. I totally agree with the fact that there needs to be rehearsals, practice sessions, and most importantly, a sound test before it begins.
Definitely, yeah.
Because it can turn things around. It can, the good way or bad way. If you do it,
Yeah.
you're good. If not, your performance will go down the drain.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
True that. Yeah.
So who's your favorite singer? As in Carnatically, who's your most favorite, most inspiring singer?
Okay. Have a lot of them. I love Sanjay Subramanian. I listen to a lot of Bombay Jai Shriyama. Bombay Jai Shriyama is my all-time favorite. I listen to a lot of O.S. Arun, because you've grown up in a home where morning you wake up with Subbalakshmi Amma's voice. That's my earliest memory of waking up every day in my house. So it's always been a very, what do you say, the staunch Carnatic singers that I've followed all my life. But off late, I'm starting to follow a little offbeat musicians like Agam, the band. They take a twist on, tilanas and, songs that you couldn't think of. There is a twist to it. So I do follow, multiple musicians. It depends on my mood. But yeah, these are my favorites. Yeah.
Okay. Could you sing a Bombay Jayashri song for us?
Oh, sure. Okay. I'm going to sing my all-time favorites. Just give me a minute to get my Shruti right. Okay, so that's mine. தினமுறை குளிர்த்ததும் என்னை தேடி என் சேலை நொடியாலும் தன் தலை துடைப்பாயே அது கவிதை திருடன் போல் பதுங்கியே திடீரென்று பின்னால் இருந்து என்னை நீ அழைப்பாயே அது கவிதை யாரேனும் மணி கேட்டால் அதை சொல்ல கூட தெரியாதே காதலனும் நொறிவிய கடிகாரம் நேரம் கிடையாதே வசீகரா என் நெஞ்சிற்க உன் பொன்மடியில் தூங்கினால் போதும் அதே கணம் என் கண்ணுறங்கா முன் ஜென்மங்களின் ஏக்கங்கள் தீரும் நான் நேசிப்பதும் சுவாசிப்பதும் உந்தயவால் நானே ஏங்குகிறேன் That's my all-time favorite. Thank you of Balakrishna song.
Firstly, I'd like to also say congrats on completing your senior 2.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks.
So when senior 2, could you explain how of where it is on the grid? Senior 2.
Okay, so the next, there is the beginners, there's the intermediate, there's sub-junior, then there is senior. So after my senior 2 comes this is like a pre-diploma course. So next comes my diploma. So it involves research, doing a thesis, and performing like an Arangetram of sorts. So that is the next step that I'm preparing towards. Yeah, it's a long way to go, but I'm giving it my all. So yeah, hopefully sometime soon.
Oh yeah, we know you will get there.
Thanks.
Amazing. Okay, my next question is, you take part in these Indian heritage shows?
Yeah.
Tell us
Okay.
more about them.
Sure. Okay. So Singapore is a cultural hub. Not many people know about it. When you're a foreigner and you visit Singapore, as a tourist, you only go to the touristy places, and um, you can be done with all the places in 5 to 10 days. That's because the island is so small. But when you live here, or as a tourist, if you're into arts and music, when you visit, there is just so much, because there's Chinese music, there's Malay music, there's English music, and then there's Indian music. So to find a place in the world where all these forms are given equal importance, because this country is an influx of so many cultures, it's the melting pot of culture. So to find Indian music given this sort of importance is very, very heartwarming. Indian IHC, or the Indian Heritage Center, it's a museum, and it's what do you say? It's an exhibition of sorts that you can visit, and they also have shows, cultural shows for Deepavali, Pongal. I think because it's COVID situation, the Tamil New Year is the function is not happening, but they have something happening all through the year. And apart from that, there is something called the community clubs here. So all CCs, like each district has multiple CCs, or the community clubs, and there are CC shows where they give an opportunity to any person, amateur or seasonal or professional singers, to come and perform. So they have Deepavali shows and Pongal, and each district has it. So on different dates. So it's an amazing opportunity for you to exhibit your talent, and you have an amazing audience, because the whole neighborhood is going to be there. And, that's great for people to exhibit their talent. And then there are a lot of shows that happen in multiple theaters. There is the Arts House, there is Esplanade, and that's if you have the confidence, you go to a CC perform, and you think you want to go to the next level, then it's a step above when it comes to the more professional. But this is like the beginning, and then you can climb up. It's sort of an experience for you, a learning experience. Once you perform CCs, then you get to perform there as well. So IHC is one of those where you can go exhibit your talent. And I did perform with my band, and we did a show for Pongal. Looking forward to more shows. I'm just waiting for COVID to resolve, so I get to meet my band. We've all distanced ourselves, and hopefully things resolve. But yeah, it's very amazing to see how much importance is given to arts and culture and music in Singapore. Yeah, that's a great thing. Yeah.
Well, thanks for giving us this insight, because I bet most of the people didn't know that about Singapore. You hardly hear Singapore on the news or on TV over here.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
it's good that you've connected with us to tell us about what's happening there. It's great.
Yeah.
I know you said you speak 7 languages and you sing in other languages too. Could you sing your
Okay.
latest I don't know, maybe your latest Hindi song, your favorite?
Hindi is fine. Okay. All right. Let me just draw the karaoke track of. Mm. I'm not able to find the karaoke. That's okay. I'll just sing then. What song do I sing? Hindi. ये भी न जाने वो भी न जाने नैनों के बस नैना जाने मिला जो संग तेरा उड़ा पतंग मेरा हवा में होके मलंग मैं छोड़ाई घर बार मेरा हो मखना रे मखना अब तू ही है संसार मेरा हो मखना रे मखना मैं छोड़ाई घर बार मेरा हो मखना रे मखना अब तू ही है संसार मेरा हो मखना. All right.
Wow. You do sound very
Thank you.
professional there. Your Hindi is really
Thank you.
good.
Thanks so much. I mixed up the lyrics, so I was hoping for a karaoke, but I'm not able to find it right now, so it's okay. Yeah.
Okay. So for people who sort of who in becoming a singer or musician, what's your advice to them? What's your tip or advice to them?
All right. The main thing for any musician or a singer or instrumentalist, basic passion. So if you're doing it just to make money or because someone asked you to, like, I know there are people who who do it for the sake of their parents. uh, I know a few of my friends just because it makes their parents happy, and they personally don't have any interest, and it's like more of a pressure or a burden. So it should, I mean, everyone is musical, we all like to listen to music, but to perform and to make music and to sing and to practice, it involves a lot of your time and effort and energy and a lot of hard work. So it's okay to sing casually, like you want to go to a karaoke bar and sing with your friends, that's good. But if you're going to take music as a career and invest your time and energy, you might as well do it the right way. So my advice would be, if you're going to pursue it, if you think you still have a lot to learn and improve, um, for vocalists, I'd advise start from the basics, get yourself enrolled. There are a lot of tutorials online. Stick to practice, stick to rehearsal, start from the very basic. I can't advise too much about other instruments. I guess it's the same way. You have to be good at your basics so you can try and experiment other genres. So that would be my advice. Just keep at it and give it your all. um, if you're a full-time working professional, dedicate a little bit of your time. Like, I'm sure you have a time for your cooking and to gym and go for a walk, for grocery shopping. So keep some time allocated for at least 20 minutes or half an hour a day to go through your basics. And I mean, we have amazing platforms like Growing Talents and so many other pages where you can learn and get to know musicians, and it's not that difficult with social media. It is okay to put your art out there, and there you can expect criticism, both positive and negative, and both make you grow. So that would be my advice. If you think you're lacking confidence, work on that, and then when you're ready, give it to the world and see what they have to say. And if it's positive, all good. If it's negative, work on that again. So that's about it. It's just art. There is no rules or right or wrong. So if you basic would be the passion. Just if music gets you up every day, then that's your calling. So
I guess anybody can become a musician as long as they are willing to put the hard work and are
yes,
committed to it. Is that right?
very true. Yeah, yeah.
Right. If you have any questions, just send them over to us now. In the meantime, Suma's gonna sing a Tamil song for
All right.
you already.
I'm going to sing one of my all-time favorite songs. This has gotten me through competitions and bands and performances. This is like my most favorite of late. Yeah. So I'm going to sing this. சண்டகாரா கொண்டு மொழியில ரெண்டு உயிரை தேடி பாயிரும் குத்து சண்டை இத்தோட நீ பாட்டு போதும் முத்த சண்டை என்னோட நீ போட வேணும் தனிமை துரத்த அலையிற நானும் மனச திறந்து என காப்பாத்து ஏடி கட்டிக்க போறேன் தாவி ஒட்டிக்க போறேன் தாலி கட்டிக்க போறேன் ஆமா மோதி முச்சிக்க போறேன் பாதி வச்சுக்க போறேன் பாதி வச்சுக்க போறேன் ஆமா ஏ சண்டகாரா கொண்டு மொழியில ரெண்டு உயிரை தேடி பாயுது. All right. Hope you like that. Thank you. It's one of my favorite songs. Yeah.
Amazing. The voice is so versatile. It's when you start, you probably fill up all you with your voice.
Oh, thank you for saying that. I was under the misconception that it's not versatile and I can only sing a certain kind or a genre of songs. But I am trying to break that stereotype. I do like to try and experiment different genres. That's always a good thing for anyone, to try something that they've not tried before. So I am trying to. So thanks for saying that it's a versatile voice. Yeah, thanks.
So has anybody got any questions? It's question time. Our followers.
I can see a lot of people waving and joining. Yeah.
Yeah. Nope, no questions, guys. There we go. Taku has asked you, how could you maintain your breath control?
All right. Okay. So breath control is very, very essential. I do struggle sometimes, but the best way to, perform long breath songs would be to practice. So the only way, there's no way around certain things, it is either this or that. So you practice, basic breathing exercises, they're called pranayama. So just two fingers, so your thumb and your ring finger. So you hold your nostril, take in your breath, hold on this side and release. So this is basic breathing exercise, nothing to do with any religion or whatever. It's just breathing. So the longer you hold, the better. You can count up till 10 and then release, and then on the other side, vice versa. So this is basic pranayama. This helps, the breathing exercise help in sustaining notes and better lung capacity. And yeah, that's the only way to have a good breath control, which is very essential for any musician, singer. Yeah.
Thank you. I hope that answers her question. World Music has asked, what's your favorite ragam? Lately, what's been your favorite ragam?
Oh, lately, my favorite ragam. Okay. I don't know. Okay, I love Desh. I'm a huge fan of the Ragam Desh. After Maruvarthai, I think we've, being in the Desh Ragam, everyone is humming that song, and I love Revati. It's like just what I sang. It's like my all-time favorite. It's got a sense of mystery, that ragam. So I like that. I love Behag, Hamsanandi, Pantvarali, all beautiful ragas. Each one depending on my mood. So if I'm in a happy mood, I listen to something happy, and if I'm in a mysterious mood, then yeah, it depends on that. But these are my favorite ragams of late. Yeah.
Okay. Another question. What inspired you to go full time in music?
Okay. There's only one person who did that. That's my husband. So we met a few years ago. To be precise, we sang together on stage and we fell in love. He's a doctor. He's a surgeon. So in 2009, when he was doing his master's in surgery, we sang together on stage, and from friendship it blossomed into love, and we got married. So he is my inspiration. He has been instrumental in, I lost a lot of confidence. The drill. Like once you get married and you put on some weight, and then you're like, should I go back on stage? You think people would be okay? What is the comment gonna be? But there's one person who told me, if you do it for your satisfaction, for your love of music, then why care about what others think? So that's been my driving force. So that really inspired me, and said, okay, yeah, I don't have anything to lose, so let's do this, and that's what inspired me. Yeah.
Well, you are very lucky to have a husband like you who
Definitely, yeah.
and understands your passion.
Yeah, he's
So,
an awesome singer as well. So yeah.
is he around?
Oh, he's sleeping.
Listen to
He
us?
has an early day tomorrow. Monday is
Oh,
busy with his rounds and he has to rush to the hospital. So yeah, he's already asleep. Yeah, it's I don't know what time is it here. It's around 9:30. Yeah, he's asleep.
right. If we'll officially invite him to our next sports event. If you just
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
because he's so motivated and passionate.
Yeah,
Definitely.
definitely. Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you, Anojan. It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for working around your time zone. I know it's difficult to match because we are living in two different countries, but this has been amazing. Thank you so much for the amazing platform called Growing Talents. I come across such talented people, and it's so humbling and so amazing to see so many talented musicians. And you have a great page. You're doing a great job making sure all of them get recognized and get a platform. So thank you for giving me this opportunity to interact with you and the lovely audience. Yeah. So thank you so much. I had a nice time. Yeah.
it's been a privilege to have you. Because I'm sure you have
Thank
motivated
you.
at least quite a few people, and you will, because this video will stay on our page. And yeah.
All right.
So,
All
so
right. Yeah.
we wish you good luck for your future in the
Thank
music
you.
world.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah.
And we'd like to hear more from you. More cover songs.
Will do. Yes. Hopefully some originals also. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So we do look forward to hearing your own album in the future. Okay. Good luck with
Hopefully, yes. Yeah, will do.
Okay, thanks so much. You stay safe.
Thank you, Anand. See you. Yeah, thank
Good luck with
you.
your future shows.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very
Take
much.
care, everyone. Stay safe at home, and yeah, practice social distancing. Let's all fight against COVID, and stay safe and make sure all your loved ones, the family, everyone is safe. And thanks to all the doctors, the healthcare professionals in the front lines. And I have so many of my friends in UK who keep messaging me. I check on them every day, and it's crazy the situation. So just pray for everyone and hope everyone gets through this. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Suma. Take care.
All right. Thanks, Anuj. Bye bye.